text. I don't know what family member sent it to me. It was anonymous. I'm guessing this person wanted to hide their identity. This person texted me and they said, "Hey, Mel, I can't tell you who I am, but I'm a part of your family. I can't tell you who I am. And I know this woman has a strong disdain for you and your family. I want to let you know that she's still going to go to the wedding. Even though she got uninvited, she's still going to go to the wedding. And I just sent you the pictures of the text messages of her telling me that she's still going to show up to the wedding. She's still going to be at the wedding. And she's going to wait to catch you and your family off guard. And she's still going to show up. And you better be prepared." Oh, how could you guys do this? We're supposed to be family. You guys are, again, playing victim. Why? Because she wanted to punish me and my family for whatsoever reason. And the two women in my family that I'm the closest to, who clearly after that situation I realized didn't like me, they were not willing to put any type of boundary in place or stop her. So I had to go to the man. And of course, they both got upset that I went over them and spoke to the grandfather and completely didn't say anything to them, because clearly you guys like drama. That's why you guys want her to come. So I had to skip the both of them and go to the man to make sure that there was some type of structure put in place. And even the husband of the bride, I had a conversation with him and he's like, "I got to talk to my wife because there's no way. He's like, "I'm going to talk to her. This has to be a lie. I didn't spend this much money on the wedding for her to try to pull a stunt like this. There's no way." She was embarrassed in front of her husband because he was shocked that she would be willing to take the chance. But when women or men feel like they have to make you pay for how you look or what you have, they will always put you in positions for you to be humiliated. You got to pay attention to this. Seriously. It's actually scary that I even have to talk about this or say this. This is how scary and how deep this stuff gets with humans, with people. Pay attention to people that feel like they have to punish you for your success, for your beauty, or for your advancement. Pay attention to people that feel like they have to take it upon themselves to covertly give you a consequence for your success, your advancement, or your beauty. Please pay attention to people who feel like they have to punish you for that. I had a situation where I had my entire family gang up on me because I didn't want to attend a wedding with a woman that has tried to attack me and my family on several occasions. They twisted the whole scenario and called me selfish, and called me problematic because I didn't want to put myself in a position where a family member would possibly put her hands on me and my family. And what's so crazy about it is, this is how I knew that their agenda was negative. I told them, "Listen, it's okay. I just won't go. It's okay. I'll give my bridesmaid dress to a woman that didn't purchase her dress yet. I'll give my shoes to her. I'll give the bouquet to her. Everything's brand new in the plastic wrap. I will give it to her and I just won't go. I still love you guys. I'll still be cool with you guys. I don't have a problem with you guys, but I have to protect me and my family. So you know what? I just won't go." And they didn't want to allow me to not go either, which is so crazy. Like I'm offering up a solution, but you still are pushing back on that solution because you want me to be in a room with this woman because your entire agenda is for her to humiliate me and my family. I won't be at the wedding. I won't. You know, I was excited. I planned your bachelorette for you. I was really excited. I got my clothes, my dress, my makeup appointment. Everything was ready to go, but unfortunately, I cannot attend. Why can't you attend? I already told you this, that if a particular person was at your wedding, I was not going to attend your wedding. But Mel, that's selfish. How is that selfish? that I don't want to be in an environment with a woman that has tried to physically attack me and my family multiple times. How is that selfish? When you're an attractive woman or a successful woman or an attractive man or successful man, you have to be very careful because people want you to give unlimited chances. People subconsciously believe that because of what you have or because of how you look, you are supposed to somehow give them repayment, right? Like you're supposed to allow hostility or abuse as a form of repayment for the way that you make them feel. This is something that attractive women and attractive men, successful women and successful men, you're going to go through this a lot, where people kind of feel like they have to make you pay. You must pay, whether it's through humiliation, tactics and rituals, whether it's through physical altercations or getting jumped on, reputation slander, whatever they can do to make you pay for the way that you make them feel. And when you understand that humans are like this, you're going to be very careful with the intention behind what they're doing. So when it came to that family member, I had a conversation with her. I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I, deep to the core of my soul and spirit, I feel like you want me and my family to be in the same room with this person because you want this woman to jump on us. I think that your hatred for me runs so deep that you're willing to destroy your family just not destroy your family. You're willing to destroy your wedding just to see me and my family get attacked. I genuinely feel that way. I think that your hatred for me and my family is so insidious that you desire to see us get attacked, even if that means your wedding gets ruined. And I'm scared of people like you. People like you are very dangerous because your hatred runs too deep. And there are people who are willing to destroy themselves as long as you get destroyed in the process. That's the people that go to a pawn shop and buy a you-know-what and unalive their family, knowing that they're going to go to jail, knowing that they're going to get a lifelong sentence. They don't care as long as they get to destroy you in the process. That's the whole point. That's why hate and jealousy are very dangerous feelings and things to have. And we're going to talk about this in the Jezebel and Leviathan class anyways, because these people are possessed. A good example of this is what happened with Yolanda and Selena. Yolanda knew she was going to get a lifelong sentence for unaliving this huge loved pop star. But as long as she got rid of her, that's all that counts. And I told my family member, I said, I feel like because the way that you're going so hard for this woman to be there, knowing that she tries to physically attack me and my family and verbally attack us and attack us online, the fact that you're writing so hard for me and her to be in the same room, it tells me that you don't value me, you don't value our relationship, and this has nothing to do with picking sides. This has to do with right is right and wrong is wrong. Trying to put your hands on another adult is wrong. If you can't control how you feel and the way that you translate that is through physically putting your hands on people, you are a danger to society as a woman. When you can't control your jealousy and hate, and the number one way that you process that is through getting physical. Women like that are a danger. Okay? And I told her that. And it's so funny because when I spoke to the grandfather of the bride, right? Because again, when you're a beautiful woman, when you're an attractive woman, a handsome man, attractive man, you're supposed to give unlimited passes and you're supposed to give unlimited grace and unlimited chances, okay? You're not allowed to step away after you've been, abused or somebody's trying to put their hands on you or somebody is treating you badly. You're supposed to stay there and take it. That's how human nature is. And I give women and men full responsibility to completely distance yourself and shred people if they think that they're going to play that kind of game with you. If they think they're going to play that I'm going to make you pay because you make me feel insecure, that game that humans like to play, it's okay to completely light it up if you have to, when you understand that that is the cause for what they are doing. So I spoke to the grandfather of the bride and I told him, and he's like, wait a minute, I don't understand, Mel. I don't understand what's going on. And I'm like, what do you mean? He said, so you're telling me that this woman has gotten physical with you and your family, or attempted to. She's destroyed baby shower events. She's destroyed, she's destroyed so many parties. She's done so much destruction. So you're telling me that we spent almost $70,000 on this wedding, and they are still willing to invite this person after knowing her history? I'm like, yeah. He's like, hold on, let me call you back. And it's sad. Okay, and I know that some women are not going to like this, but I have to say it. It's sad that majority of the time it's the man that's like the reasoning, the person that has good reasoning. Because for a lot of women, when jealousy and envy is what drives them, they can't see clearly. That's why it's hard to have them as your manager, because they are so jealousy driven that they are willing to destroy departments off of a woman that they're jealous of. A jealous boss is willing to fire her best worker, knowing that the department is going to crumble out of jealousy. So he said, I'm going to call you back. He called the mother of the bride, and he said, hold on a minute. Please tell me that Mel is lying. Did I just hear that you both are inviting a woman that has a history of violence and crashing events and lacks emotional control? You're telling me that you guys are still willing to invite this woman? You guys got to be out of your mind. You guys have to be. There's no way. Please tell me that she's lying. And you could hear a pin drop. Neither of the two ladies said anything. And that's why it's sad that it's always a man that has to step in and be the adult in the room when it comes to women. It's very scary that if a man doesn't come in and make right reason, that is why we're under a patriarchal system. That is the reason why. A woman can bully you all day, but the minute you walk into an environment and your man's next to you, she's not going to dare step to you. And it's sad that a man has to be involved in order for some structure to be reinforced. It's very scary that that's what has to happen for structure to come in. And that is part of my work, is having women step into maturity and structure so that you don't operate in these immature, childlike ways because of your emotions or the way that somebody triggers you. So he finally told them, he said, okay, well, she can't come. And it's either you guys are going to call her to uninvite her, or I'm going to call her. So do you want me to call her and set her straight and tell her why she's not allowed to come in environments because her track record shows that she doesn't know how to control herself? Or would you guys like to call her? And you know how a lot of women are. They respect men's authority and they respect men's, it goes back to patriarchy. They said, oh, no, don't call her. We'll call her. They called her and they let her know. And then I get a text from another family member. This is how dangerous it is when people feel like they have to punish you for who you are and what you have, right? I get an anonymous text. I don't know what family member sent it to me. It was anonymous. I'm guessing this person wanted to hide their identity. This person texted me and they said, hey, Mel, I can't tell you who I am, but I'm a part of your family. I can't tell you who I am. And I know this woman has a strong disdain for you and your family. I want to let you know that she's still going to go to the wedding. Even though she got uninvited, she's still going to go to the wedding. And I just sent you the pictures of the text messages of her telling me that she's still going to show up to the wedding. She's still going to be at the wedding. and she's going to wait to catch you and your family off guard. And she's still going to show up. And you better be prepared. Now, I have been in my lifetime, I don't allow that anymore, right? But I have been tormented by women a lot. That's why I have my reservations about women that is not as conventional, because I'm going to keep it real. When a woman dislikes you, she will torment you. She will torment your entire life. She will torment your family. She will torment your kids. She will taunt you. She will taunt your family. She will taunt your kids. But women still like to lie about the nature that most women possess and the deep hatred that's rooted in many of them. Women continue to lie after seeing the reports, after seeing women who are 6 feet under, after seeing women who drowned at the hands of a friend that pushed her in the pool while she was drunk. Women continue to lie about what happens in our community. I'm not going to lie about it because I feel like these videos could save a woman that needs to be saved. So the minute I got that text, I'm like, I just sat there and I paused. And my lover's like, what's wrong? I'm like, look at this. And I sent him a picture of the text that I get. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yes. This is what she's planning to do to us. So I send a text message to, again, I had to skip the bride. I had to skip the bride's mother. And again, I had to go to the adult in the room. So I had to send the message to the man because I know the man is going to get the job done. He looks at the text. He said, all right, Mel, don't worry about it. He calls her. He says, listen, I don't know you. I've never met you before. I've never had a conversation with you, but I'm going to let you know that if you step foot at my grandbaby's wedding, that the security is going to escort you out. I've already given them your photo. I've given them the photo of your family. I've already printed it out. If you step foot on the property of that event, you will be carried out by guards. Play if you want to, because women like you like trouble. Women like you, your whole life rides on chaos. Women like you are dangerous. So if you step foot on that property, this is what's going to happen to you. You will be publicly embarrassed as you get escorted out. And when she got that call, she calls the mother of the bride crying, saying, oh, how could you guys do this? We're supposed to be family. You guys are, again, playing victim. Why? Because she wanted to punish me and my family for whatsoever reason. And the two women in my family that I'm the closest to, who clearly after that situation I realized didn't like me, they were not willing to put any type of boundary in place or stop her. So I had to go to the man. And of course, they both got upset that I went over them and spoke to the grandfather and completely didn't say anything to them, because clearly you guys like drama. That's why you guys want her to come. So I had to skip the both of them and go to the man to make sure that there was some type of structure put in place. And even the husband of the bride, I had a conversation with him and he's like, I got to talk to my wife because there's no way. He's like, I'm going to talk to her. This has to be a lie. I didn't spend this much money on the wedding for her to try to pull a stunt like this. There's no way. She was embarrassed in front of her husband because he was shocked that she would be willing to take the chance. But when women or men feel like they have to make you pay for how you look or what you have, they will always put you in positions for you to be humiliated. You cannot take down control freaks, Jezebels, and Leviathans if you don't have respect and boundaries. Respect and boundaries, part 2. All of us in life have our own individual power. The problem is when you give that away by being a habitual people pleaser. And respect and boundaries, part 2, we will be doing a deeper dive into how to respect yourself and how to also ensure that the people around you are giving you the same respect that you also give yourself. In addition to that, we have Defeat Jezebel and Leviathan on June 29th, following the Respect and Boundaries Part 2. In order to deal with lower level controlling entities, you need to know how to spot them within individuals and know how to navigate them. In other words, vampires, sociopaths, narcissists all fall under the Jezebel and Leviathan umbrella. In this class, I'm going to teach you how to spot people who have these entities operating in them, how to respond to them, and how to protect yourself from them on a both spiritual and physical level. You guys do not want to miss these master classes. Very, very important.